City leaders are working around the clock to figure out ways to get more Arizonans vaccinated. As the state continues to see a staggering number of new COVID cases, the Department of Services announced more than 3,000 new confirmed cases Thursday and 69 more deaths.
Yeah, this comes as the CDC clears the way for millions of Americans to get a COVID-19 vaccine booster shot if they've been vaccinated with the shot that was made by Pfizer. But overnight, the CDC director took a rare step, overruling one of the advisory panel's recommendations. NBC's Chris Pallone is on Capitol Hill to explain.
Good morning, Rachel and Emma. A late-night reversal by the CDC director adds millions of frontline workers to the list of people eligible for another dose.
I think it very much depends.
With CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky giving her final approval, millions of Americans inoculated with the Pfizer COVID vaccine more than 6 months ago are now eligible to get a booster shot.
I'm approaching this decision with an interest in doing what's right for the public health.
A CDC advisory committee voted Thursday to recommend a third dose for people 65 and older, people who live in long-term care facilities, and those over 50 with underlying medical conditions. But that panel voted against boosters for people at higher risk of infection because of where they work, like healthcare workers, teachers, and grocery store employees. However, in a late-night statement, Walensky overruled that vote, saying those workers may receive a booster shot. So can adults under 50 with underlying medical conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes.
It's probably broader booster by a recommendation than most people think, because obesity is one of the things that's included, and they consider that as a body mass index of over 25.
The ruling only applies to people who got the Pfizer vaccine.
I think it's not going to be very long before they figure it out with Moderna and they figure it out with Johnson & Johnson. So people just have to wait in line and trust the process.
A process which will soon offer some Americans an extra shot of protection. The CDC director said this week's decision on booster shots would not distract from the agency's most important focus, getting first shots to people in the U.S. and around the world who are not vaccinated. In Washington, Chris Pallone for Today in AZ.